suppose that we have collected data from a sample. All right, we went to our population, we gathered this certain amount of data. We know the sample mean because we have our sample set. We can calculate the sample mean. Remember, what is that sample mean variable? That's our X bar. This is not the same thing as the population mean, right? This is just from the pieces of data that we collected. We don't know the mean for the entire population. All right, if we knew the population mean, if we knew mu, there would be no point in building a confidence interval because we're 100% confident where that population mean is. When we're building a confidence interval, we can't really know what the population mean, or else it would be a pointless process to say, hey, I'm 90% sure that the population mean is between these values, right? If you know what it is, there's no point in building a confidence interval. So the sample mean is 7. Again, that's X bar, that's not mu. The sample mean is 7, and you really need to get used to writing out these variables, all right? X bar is 7, and the error bound for the mean is 2.5. You will not often be given the error bound. In this section, we will be teaching you how to calculate the error bound, all right? But here, I just wanted to ease us into actually creating a confidence interval. So I gave us the X bar, I gave us the error bound. The confidence interval is going to be that interval notation. Again, important that you practice this interval notation. Make sure you are writing that set of parentheses, writing that comma. That is something that I will ask or assess you on. If I ask you for the confidence interval, you should be writing it this way. And then we'll talk about how to write a statement in our next part. All right, it's going to be X bar minus E. The smaller value goes first. This is like a number line. When we write an interval notation, you put the smaller value, the one further to the left, and then the bigger value, the one further to the right. The second one's going to be X bar plus E. All right, we need these actual numerical values. This was 7 minus 2.5, and this was 7 plus 2.5. That's equal to 4.5 and 9.5. So my final answer, my confidence interval is going to be 4.5, comma, 9.5 in parentheses. And how we write this statement, they gave us a supposition. Again, normally you'll calculate the error bound, and that error bound will be coming from how confident you are. Here we say, suppose the confidence level was 95%. You need that for your statement because your values are dependent on what confidence level you used when you made your calculation. So in your summary, in your statement, you should reference the percentage or how confident you are. We can say something like, we estimate with 95% confidence. Another way you can say it is, we are 95% confident that, all right, here, we estimate with 95% confidence that the true population mean. In your conclusion, you should be talking about the population mean. Again, I don't want to say we estimate with 95% confidence that the sample mean is between 4.5 and 9.5, because I know what the sample mean is. It's 7. I know it's between 4.5 and 9.5. That's not what I'm trying to build this confidence interval. I use the sample mean to build an estimate for the population mean. Sorry, not quite done with my sentence. We estimate with 95% confidence that the population mean is between 4.5 and 9.5. All right, that's just a nice generic way to write that statement. Again, as far as assessments go, you absolutely are going to be asked to create a confidence interval and write a conclusion. So even if your homework does not explicitly ask you to write these things down, you should be practicing them as you do your homework.